No, it wasn't me. It was the one-armed man.
What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from the corner. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Over the weekend, we had yet another YouTube sub purge, which is something that I'm used to, but is always it takes a mental toll on newer creators. And so I thought I would cover it because I think YouTube's answer to why they do this is rooted in what totally makes sense, but it's not actually what happens. They refuse to acknowledge that they are constantly purging active subscribers, and it's frustrating as a content creator. And I want to come I want to come correct with YouTube here and be fair. But look, you've often talked about many times about how your creator's mental health is really important to you. You've said this, and I believe that you mean it when you say it. But there are also just innumerable things that continue to happen to creators, whether it's the constant threat of being removed from the platform, ever-moving goalposts in terms of what's okay and what's not okay, unclear guidelines on what we can say and what we can't say if we want ads, how the trending page works, how recommendations work. All of these are black box items that more information for content creators would be helpful. And in fact, last week, a fellow commentator got denied their 100,000 YouTube subscriber plaque for unknown reasons. You didn't even bother to give the kid a reason why you didn't give him his plaque, which is extraordinarily frustrating for me because I actively helped to try and promote him passing 100,000 subscribers. This is Tipster, of course. And when you told him that he didn't qualify, you didn't say why. What does this do to help him? What does this do to help other creators who are trying to grow and want to make sure that they stay on the right side of things with YouTube? I mean, I myself had a phone call with you all last week, and, I feel like it was said without being said that there were a different set of rules for larger creators, which isn't I don't want to say isn't fair, but I mean, it isn't fair. But, I think most of us would just be happy if the rules were enforced evenly. If one channel doing something terrible matters, it shouldn't matter how many subscribers they have. And over the weekend, there was a large subscriber purge again, in which YouTube replied to it with their, their normal canned response. But I'm suspicious, right? Because you see, here's GE Vids, looks like a Minecraft creator. Are you doing a subscriber purge, Team YouTube? In YouTube Studio, it says I lost 10,000 subscribers. Thanks for the take. It's possible to see changes in your sub count due to users unsubscribing, or because our system removes spam or closed accounts. More details here. 2, if you think the drop is unusual, we recommend sending a feedback report. Interestingly enough, though, you see, here's RK Outpost, another YouTuber saying, hey, Team YouTube, explain why you just removed 450 subscribers from my channel. It's not people unsubscribing or you purging spam accounts like you'll claim. This is the past several days worth of growth that you intentionally purged from my channel. Please fix this. You can see RK Outpost 8487 back down to 8,000. That's over 5% of my subscribers gone in an instant. You see here, I got purged too. I wondered why the heck you weren't showing up in my feed for the past two days. The interesting thing here is that I 100% understand. And look, I have right now just under 1.1 million subscribers. I completely understand that and know that there's only about 300,000 of those that are even actively looking at my videos, and only about 100,000 that will actively engage on most videos. I get that. 10 to 15% of your subscriber interaction is about what to expect, especially when you're an old channel like mine and people just stop checking it. But the problem is they're not banning only dead or spam accounts. You can see Count Dankula. YouTube just knocked 300 subs. Thanks. You can see here, lost 2.5 thousand subs from the sub purge. YouTube sub purge hitting everyone. Luckily, my 317 subs are doing fine. See, the thing is, this sub purge thing happens all the time. Here's one from back in February. There was one last year. The frustrating thing, though, YouTube, if you would, first of all, if you're watching this video, please verify that you're still subscribed. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please, I hope today will be the day. Earn it. There's a red subscribe button down below the video. If you're watching this on an alternative platform, they all have subscription options as well that I will hope you do, whether it's Odyssey, BitChute, Rumble, or wherever. And you see, here's a leftist YouTuber. This isn't just a right versus left thing. I don't know if it's a sub purge, but I'm losing subs faster than I can gain them. Yeah, it's a sub purge. Here's back in December, Jacqueline Glenn, another lefty. Thanks for the sub purge, YouTube. Super important to keep up with those. And the problem is, as Nick Ricada accurately points out here, you guys at Team YouTube do this all the time to active subscribers. Heck, you do it to people during live streams they are watching. How about you just let people unsubscribe on their own rather than, quote, help? We don't want it, neither do our viewers. You can see they do it to prevent people from buying subs. It's the same problem that League of Legends subreddit has. Sure, I get that. If you haven't watched a video in 6 months, or you haven't logged into your YouTube account, I think there is a set of, there's a set of examples. There's some level where you can actually do this correctly. The problem is that's not how this works. You see here, Nick Diorio, I get people telling me they were unsubscribed literally every time I upload. As usual, your back end is garbage. And YouTube saying, jumping in, note that YouTube doesn't unsubscribe viewers from a channel unless our system detects a specific spam or inactive account. Well, I can tell you with great certainty that every single time I upload, I lose subscribers. This is not just me either. Lots of other creators have talked about this. Now, is it possible that people are like, oh, I upload so much, I almost expect that, right? Like, there's always going to be like that initial, oh man, he's pushed out 5 videos today. Enough, unsubscribe. I'll just check his channel tomorrow. Or maybe they don't like a video, the particular video I made, and so they unsubscribe. That would explain it. But as channels get more mature and old, like my channel is really not in a growth spot anymore. One guy that was constantly complaining about this on YouTube was like Boogie too. He's got a mature channel, 3 million, 4 million subs, but averages 30,000 to 50,000 views. That's it. His channel is no longer in a growth period, just like mine. They're in a, as a business would say, a maintain period, or the official business term, I think, is your post-cash cow phase. But I don't believe that that's all of it. I believe that YouTube uses the upload as a trigger to maybe purge subs. But again, none of this would be a problem if YouTube was just transparent. The idea that jumping in, you say you don't subscribe them, you could see too many channels I've been unsubbed for no reason. I had to resub to many times. Yellow Flash Guy, Raging Golden Eagle, the quartering's listed there. All right, YouTube, if you have a really large list of channels you subscribe to, it poses issues with the sub button being displayed. We're now working to improve that just in case. What? I've been unsubscribed from content creators I regularly watch. YouTube is either shadow banning channels or their filter is too broad, or both hurt content creators. Now, I believe that there's, of course, nothing wrong with purging numbers from dead accounts or potentially bought subscribers. But I know for a fact hundreds of people a week are unsubscribed from my channel unknowingly. There are so many comments I can see in the comment section that say, holy, I haven't seen you. I see it on Twitter. One of the most frustrating things for me on Twitter is when somebody's like, bro, are you going to cover this news? This is kind of a big deal. And I'm like, I uploaded a video 3 days ago. And then I updated a follow-up 2 days ago. And I'll reply and say, yeah, I uploaded videos on this days ago. And, oh, I didn't even see. I got unsubscribed from you. It happens all the time. And it's not just inactive subs. So what I would ask YouTube to do is to just be more forthcoming here and let us know what the criteria is for you unsubscribing people. And really, please do consider being a little more cautious a little more broad, or less broad, I'm sorry, in removing people, because this actively hurts channels. And when you're small, when you're at like that 300 subscriber level and you've been grinding like 2 subs a week for a year and you lose 70 subs overnight, that's a huge mental hit. And that's not what you say you care about. And I believe that you do care about our mental health. So YouTube, please be more forthcoming with these sub purges, and please do give us more information. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.